Have you ever spent so many hours grinding and suffering and crying to make a neon pet just to get declined every single time you try and trade it? No? You haven't? Oh. Well, maybe making neons is not that bad, but still, is it really better to spend a lot of time and a lot of age potions making neon pets rather than just trading for them? That's what I'm gonna be trying to figure out today by making 100 neons in Adopt Me to see how much value I actually gain by making these neons. If you enjoy this video, please remember to like and subscribe and go follow me on Roblox and join my group. It really helps me out a lot. Thank you. And without further ado, let's get into the video. I'm gonna start with commons and then make my way up to the legendaries. Enjoy! Okay, so first we have the walrus, which is kind of an old pet. I think it was from a winter update like a year or two ago, a couple years ago. I don't know, but I made this one neon and I really like the blue tusks that it has. I think it's really cute. Next, I made a neon tegu, which is like a adorable little reptile creature. I'm not really sure, but it has a really nice tannish brown glow to it, or yellow, I don't know. But it's cute. Next, I'm making a neon show pony, which was from the Pony Pass, I think. And this pet was really cute and I just kind of had it laying around. So I chose to make this one neon. Super cute. Next, I'm making a neon sandfish, and I think this was from the desert egg from a year or two ago now. I don't really know. The sandfish is really cute. It has a neon yellow glow, just like the tegu. So yeah. Next, I'm making a neon mongoose. I think this pet is kind of underrated, honestly. I like this pet, and I also really like how it glows a neon green. I feel like a lot of commons especially don't have that kind of glow. Next, I'm gonna make 4 neon island pterosaurs. That's right, 4. I'm trying to make a mega, but yeah, so these are really cute. They were very cheap in the summer update, so I think a lot of people got a lot of them, but they're all really cute. So here's me just making the 4 of them, and hopefully I can make a mega soon. Next is everyone's favorite pet, the hot bob, which was from the moon egg, and not a lot of people like this pet, but I kind of think it's cute. Kind of, in a way. Next, I'm making a neon garden snake, which was the common from the garden egg, I believe. I mean, it's in its name, so hopefully that's right. And I don't see too many of these, so maybe this has high value? I don't know. Next is a coyote, which is also from the desert egg, but it's really cute, and I thought this was an uncommon at first, but apparently it's a common, which I didn't know. Next is everyone's actual favorite pet, the cockroach. Okay, I'll admit I don't like this pet that much, but I had some laying around, so I decided to make a neon. Now we have the blue bottlefly. Nothing really stands out about this pet to me, but the neon form was pretty cool. I did kind of like the red or pink or whatever that is. It looked nice. Next is the blue butterfly from the Butterfly Sanctuary. This is probably one of my favorite common pets just because, I don't know, I like the butterflies so much. I think they're so cute. Next, we have a neon beluga whale. I've made one of these before, so it's not that interesting, but it does have that neon green glow, which I think is really cool. Next, we have the armadillo, and oh my god, guys, this is probably one of the cutest commons that's out there. It's so cute. I love it so much, but the neon form, it's okay. I do like the red, though. It does stand out. And I think it's interesting. Next, we're making a neon ant. This isn't anything special because pretty much everyone has these. I see these around all the time, but here it is. It has a nice yellow glow, and yeah. Now we are moving on to uncommons with the tree frog, and I'm actually going to be making 4 of these because again I'm trying to make a mega out of them. I think they are really interesting. They have this nice kind of greenish glow, and here I am just making all 4, just like the island terrorizer. Oh my god. And yeah, this is another pet I hope to make mega neon. Next is the tawny frog mouth. I'm not really sure where these came from. Maybe it was the danger egg or the desert egg. I don't know. All the eggs are blending together. But I did like this purple. I thought it was really cool. Then we have the snow leopard. Another really pretty pet that I think a lot of people like, and I think it has a decent value. So here this one is. It's really cute. And yeah. Now we're going to be making 4 neon snorgels. So again, I'm trying to make another mega, but this time it's snorgel. And I love the neon snorgel. It's really cute. It has this like pink little ears and antennas. And I'm not even sure what the snorgel is supposed to be. I think it's supposed to be some kind of elephant, but I don't really know. So next we have a rock pigeon, which I think is really cute, but that's just my opinion personally. I know some people don't like this pet, but I really do like the neon form too. It has this nice blue and it's really pretty. Next we have the rattlesnake, and this was from the desert egg, I think. I'm not sure. I have a lot of pets from the desert egg in here, but yeah, here it is. And now we have the puma, which is a very basic pet. I think everyone has seen one of these in their life because it was in the original eggs. Next we have the poodle, which is kind of preppy, so maybe the neon has some preppy value that makes it go up. I mean, it is pink, so you never know. Okay, so now I'm gonna make another 4 neons. This time it's the kelp crewmate because I had a ton of them left over from the summer event, and I really like how this neon has like the neon parts of it spread out. Like it glows everywhere and not just in one spot, which I think is really cool. Next, we're gonna make another 4 neons, but this time it's the Kai Jr., which is from the Easter update. And oh my gosh, this is such a cute pet, guys. I don't know. I think a lot of people just have a ton of these just because of how much like stuff we got from the Easter event, but it's really cute. So I hope I can make a mega. Next, we have the hammerhead shark, another pet from the summer update. Super cute. I love the design of this. Next, we have the Gila monster, I think this is another pet from the sand egg. And oh my gosh, it's so cute. It's like so small. Next is a donkey, and you've probably seen this one before because it's from the current eggs right now. And I just really like the neon green glow of the donkey. I think it's so cool. And yeah. Next, we have another aquatic pet, which is a dolphin, which is actually from the ocean egg. So that's pretty far back, I think. Next, we have the crab, another pet from the ocean egg, I believe. But I love this one. It's so cute. It has like these little claws, and I don't know. Next, we have the chocolate labrador, which is from the original pets in the game. And I just think it has a really cute glow, and it's just a really cute pet in general. Next, we have the camel, which is, I don't even know. It's something. I don't know if it's my favorite, but maybe it's your favorite, so I don't know. Now we are moving on to the rare pets with the moon egg zeopod, and this is a really interesting one. It has a nice bright green glow. I think it's really cool. Next, we have the zebra, which is kind of an undervalued pet, but I think once you make it neon, it gains a lot of value. So there's that. And now we have the wren, which people could basically get for free. So I don't know how good the neon value is, but we'll see. Next, we have the neon woodpecker from the woodland egg, I believe. And this one's really cute. I love the wings and the top. It's so cute. Now we have the water opossum from the Aztec egg. So it's kind of a new pet. I think this one is really, really cute. I think it's one of my favorite pets in the egg. Next we have the Thorny Devil, which has a cool neon green glow and it has decent value. Next I have the Shiver Wolf, which I got from the Ice Lords event, and I think this is a pretty liked pet, so hopefully I get a lot of value on this one. Next we have the Sasquatch, which I'm pretty sure is a pretty liked pet, and I know the Mega has a lot of value, so hopefully the Neon does too. Next we have the Punk Pony, which is another pony from the Pony Paths, and I think this is a really cool neon red, and yeah. Next we have the Prism Snake, which was from the Lunar update this year. This was like the first one you can get, so I don't know. Next we have the Orangutan, another kind of basic pet, but I still think people like it, so yeah. Now we are going to make a neon orange beta fish, which I don't even remember where I got it, but I think it does have a really cool blue glow, and yeah. Next we have a narwhal, another pet from the ocean egg, and I think this one is really cool. It has a nice neon green, like I said, I love those. Now we have a moon pine, which is from the moon egg. Oh my god, we just had this, but yeah, this one's really cool. Now we have the Kelp Raider, which is the rare version of the Kelp crewmate, and pretty much the same neon. And now we have the Indian Leopard, which I think is pretty cute too. Next we have the Ice Cube from the winter event at one point, and oh my god, it's so cute. It's so small and tiny and I love it. Now we have the Great Pyrenees. This is one of my favorite pets, honestly, in the game. I have a mega version of it, and I just love the neon version of it too. I think it's so cute. Now we have the Emperor Shrimp from the summer update, and there's nothing too special about this, but I do think it's a nice red. Now we have a Clover Cow, which was from the St. Patrick's Day update, and it's a nice neon green because, you know, green is good luck. Now we have the Rinakay, or whatever this thing is called, and I think it's pretty cute. It's from the new Aztec Dig. Now we have a Capuchin Monkey, which is kind of an old pet now, but it has a really cool neon red glow. Next we have a Blue Jay. I think this might be from the Woodland Egg. I'm not really sure though, but I do like this neon. Now we have the Beaver, which is kind of an old pet, so hopefully you have seen one of these before, but I don't know. Now we have the Amber Butterfly, another butterfly from the Butterfly Sanctuary, and I really like the neon yellow that it has. Now we have the Vulture. This is a really cool neon pet in my opinion. It has this really cool purple that you don't see very often, so I do really like this pet. Next we have the Vermilion Butterfly, which is another butterfly, and it's very pretty. It's red and orange. Next we have a Toxic Kai Jr. This one is really cool when it turns neon because its eyes turn this like really bright green, so I think it's really cool. Next we have the Swordfish. Not my favorite pet, but it is still pretty cool and I think it has decent value. Next we have the Starfish, which is from the Star Rewards, and this has been one of my favorite pets ever since I was like little. I just love this pet. It's so cool and so pretty. Next we have the Skunk, which is kind of more of a preppy pet, especially if you make it neon, kind of like the Poodle, but I do really like its neon blue. I think it's really cool. Next we have the Neon Robot, and like the Swordfish, not my favorite, but I do think that it has good value, so yeah. Next we have the Neon Red Panda, and oh my god, this brings back memories. I love red pandas. They're so cute, and this one's red, so there's that. Next, Puptoon from the Moon Egg. This is probably the cutest pet from the Moon Egg. It's so cute, and I just love the neon form of it too. It's so pretty. Next we have the Unza, which is like my favorite pet from the Aztec Egg, and I think it's so adorable and so cute. Kind of wish the neon was a different color, but I think it's still really cute. Next we have the Mirai Moth from the Easter update, and I think this one's really cool, and I think it's a really cool neon, and I just think it's a good, nice pet overall. Next we have the manta ray, which is from the summer update, but it kind of reminds me of like the ocean pets, so I don't know. Here is a ladybug next, which is kind of, again, an older pet, but it's still really cute. Next we have the kelp hunter, which is the ultra rare version of the kelp crewmate and kelp captain, and here it is. It's kind of basic, I don't know. Next we have the ginger cat, another star rewards pet, and this one is so cute. I love this pet just like I love the starfish. It's so cute. Next we have the frozen penguin, which is another pet you can get from the Islers. I like this pet. I think it's pretty cool. I don't know if a lot of people like it, but I like it. Next we have the ehikatl. I don't know. Why are all the pets from the Aztec egg so hard to pronounce? I don't even know. I don't know. Next we have the corgi. Such a cute pet and kind of basic, but it's cute neon, so yeah. Next we have the cold cube, which is like the ultra rare version of the ice cube, and again it's a really cute pet. I don't really know the value of this one, but I think it's good. Now we are finally moving into the legendaries, and we're starting with the white Amazon, which is from the rain weather update, and this one has such a pretty pink glow to it, and I just love this pet. I think it's so cool, and hopefully it has good value. Next we have the violet butterfly, which I know gains so much value when it becomes neon just because it was limited and it was Robux, and it's a really cool pet in general. I love the butterflies. Next we're gonna make a neon unicorn. That's right, a neon unicorn, super classic, but honestly the unicorns have been going up a lot in value, so I think this is worth a lot more than it was back then. Next we have the Quetzalcoatl. I don't know how to pronounce any of these, I'm so sorry, but this is a really interesting pet. It's very big. Kind of wish I had a different neon color, but still cute. Next we have the kelp captain, which I don't really like in its normal form, but once it turns neon, guys, I think this pet is so cool and so unique. I just love it so much. And next we have a dimension drifter, which is from the moon egg, and I think this pet is kind of underrated because I really like it. Next, I'm making a neon coconut friend. Guys, I literally had so many coconut friends after my other video where that girl made me buy so many of them. But yeah, the neon is really pretty though. Next, I'm making a neon billy goat, which is kind of an older pet. So I do think it's interesting that I'm making neon. I wonder if that has more value or not. I don't know. We'll see. And finally, last but not least, the alicorn, which is very similar to the unicorn, but it has a blue kind of neon instead of the pink, but it's still a really pretty pet. Anyway guys, that's it. Look at all the neons that we made today. That is 100 neons worth of pets and a ton of value. So now let's look at how much value I made overall and see if this was all worth it. So basically, to find out how much value I gained from making neon pets, I used ELV to see what the difference in value was between 4 of the normal pets and the neon form of that pet. So for example, if I was checking how much value I gained from making a neon dog, I would put 4 dogs on the left side and a neon dog on the right, and then subtract the difference, which would give me a total of 0.17 value in sharks gained. So I did this for every single pet I made neon just to see how much total value I actually gained. And keep in mind that not all values are 100% accurate. This is just ELV's approximation, but I got a total of 59.75 value in sharks gained. So just for reference, this is about the same value as 3 turtles. And yeah, it seems like a lot of value, and it is, but is it really worth all the time and all the age potions that went into it? It really depends on what kind of player you are. If you're someone who doesn't like grinding, then I would say don't do this. Just try and trade for neons and don't make them. However, if you do like grinding and maybe you have a lot of pets laying around that you can make neon, then you should definitely try this. But make sure the pets that you choose gain a lot of value when becoming neon, otherwise it's just not worth the effort. If you don't know how much value a pet will gain when it becomes neon, you can always use ELF or JG values to see if it's worth your time. So yeah, that's about it for this video. If you guys want to see me try and trade all these neons, let me know in the comments and I will definitely make another video. But yeah, thank you guys all so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!